Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 8th One Up podcast. I'm Harvesquire, and today I am joined by
Corey, also known as TheSkullKid.
And I'm Rob, also known as PrimeHylian. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, we did it. And today we are going to be talking about our predictions, our hopes, our dreams for the Nintendo Switch.
Please be good. Please be good.
I think Fantasies is also a good
Fantasies.
Yeah. Okay.
name.
Yeah. That's probably accurate.
When is the presentation? It's on the 12th, right? 12th for America, 13th for the rest of the world, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well. Is anyone excited for that? I'm excited for that.
I got time off work to watch it specifically.
That's dedication.
I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to see it, so
that's even more dedication.
That brings me back to the E3 days of being disappointed by Nintendo.
Oh god,
so it's gonna happen again, I'm sure.
I'm super excited. It's gonna be good. I think. I hope so. Anyway.
I mean, I really hope so. I mean, the Wii U was a pretty big flop. I mean, the Wii U's got some good games on it, but I really think Nintendo needs to pull it off with this one because. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they need to. Like,
at least
if this console fails, then that's it. Like,
at least they have the attention of everybody, though.
Yeah.
Like the Wii U, everyone was just kind of confused. Like, is it add-on to the Wii U? But like this, it's clearly defined what it is and what it does.
Yeah, definitely.
It's really obvious.
I definitely say the Nintendo Switch has a lot of potential as being a successful console. I think. What they're doing with this is a really smart move for Nintendo, as you know, it's a handheld console at heart. You know what I mean? Like, it does have a home console functionality, but for the most part, it's a handheld console. And what has Nintendo been the most successful with? Handheld consoles.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The 3DS is
killing it.
Pretty good system, but do you reckon it will kill the 3DS? Do you reckon they'll just kind of forget about it, or
after a while? I think, but they're gonna trickle out some 3DS games for a little while and slowly bring people over to the Switch. Hopefully, if that works at all, maybe. Don't know, probably not.
I don't know. I don't think there's any because you have to put the Switch gamepad, whatever it's called, into the actual dock for it to appear on screen. So I mean, it would be so cool if they could somehow make it that you could play 3DS games on it, but I just don't know how they would do it, but it would be so awesome.
I mean, it's cartridges, so, you know, it's a possibility.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if it had some sort of 3DS support, but
we might be expecting a little too much from Nintendo.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know.
Getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
Games working on console? What is this? So I think the elephant in the room is like the holy trinity of what the fuck and how this is going to work with titles, battery life, and the power of the console.
Yeah.
They kind of need all three for this to not be a flop. But getting all three is going to be pretty hard since it's a handheld hybrid thing.
Exactly.
So it needs to have probably more than 3 hours of battery life, hopefully.
Would you be happy with that?
With 3 hours?
I would not be happy with 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't think 3 hours is enough, especially if you're playing AAA title games. Like, I don't think 3 hours is enough for that at all. But I mean, go ahead.
I think this is just all speculation, but I think I read somewhere that you could tone down some of the settings to extend the battery life.
Like a PC.
I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool.
Whoa! Yeah, it needs to be more than 3 hours. Otherwise, the whole
definitely. Because the thing is, because it's also a home console. So with home consoles, I tend to play those games for quite long, for long periods of time. Like, I need more than 3 hours with home console games, but mobile games or 3DS games, I'm more of a sort of an hour here and there. So it needs to be more than 3.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely more than 3. I mean, I will say, I'll give them a bit of an excuse, but not really. 3 hours is not enough, but I will say, this console is going to be doing a lot. I mean, it's a small handheld console, but from the looks of things, it's going to be playing some very beefy and hefty games, as well as possibly running applications.
Dark Souls.
Probably not going to happen. No, it is going to happen.
It is going to happen from software.
We can dream.
Trilogy remaster for the Switch, launch title. Oh my god.
Oh god.
that would be it.
I'd be
sorry.
Insane.
Sorry, Harvey. Bring it back to reality.
Sorry. It's happening again.
I mean, I will say, one of the coolest things with this console is we're gonna be seeing so many games that are that you wouldn't normally play on the go, but you're going to be able to play them on the go. Like, for example, From Software is a third-party support for the Nintendo Switch. We could see some sort of Dark Souls game on the Switch, and Harvey's a huge Dark Souls fan. Plugging to his Why I Love Dark Souls video, just saying.
I think that's their, like, that's what they're, like, going with to hopefully make this a success, because the only thing that's rivaling that is the PS Vita, and, like, even that's not even the current gen games, like
that's kind of like
remastered
dead now, isn't it? Like,
but you can play like PS3 kind of games on a PS Vita.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, no, that's true. And there was a, what is it called, like a remote play or whatever, where you could play your PS4 games on your Vita, like within your home. Yeah, which was kind of cool. Like my friend had a PS Vita, and when his girlfriend wanted to watch like a TV show or something, he could change it to the TV input and then continue playing his game on his Vita. So that's pretty dope, I think.
Yeah, it's not like another console did that. No, definitely not. Whoa.
Which then failed.
Which
they both failed. Have terrible sales. Jeez.
God.
I mean, with talking about the power, like with a PS4 or an Xbox or like a PC, it makes a lot of noise. There needs to be vents on it. There needs to be something.
Are these appropriate console complaints? Sometimes it yells at me, and
sometimes it abuses me.
And stuff.
Oh god!
So I hope it's not just like annoyingly loud thing that you've got to hold when you're playing.
I think they did say that it does have a pretty loud cooldown time or something. I remember reading that, like, something that Nintendo has said, or a source said, that it does have a very loud cooldown time. So if you're playing the console for a very long time, what it is like cooling down, it's supposedly loud or something like that. So like I can totally expect it to have some sort of like loud noise after you've been playing it for a while, because it is a really small console. And I mean, I don't know, it's not an excuse, but I can understand it. Personally,
I think we're gonna have some drawbacks with what Nintendo are trying to do, but like it's just whether the innovation makes up for those bunch of flaws, or if it's like a flop.
But what is really promising though is all these third parties have already spoken really highly of it, so they wouldn't be developing on it if they thought it would be a massive joke.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The thing is, because the Wii U they were like keen for, because it was a new innovative like console, but with the Wii U it was a nightmare to develop for, because you had to incorporate the gamepad and stuff. With the Switch is just it's an actual console. Ubisoft, feel guilty here.
One thing I will sorry, go ahead, Harvey.
I'm just gonna say I just hope the same thing doesn't happen as it did with the Wii U, when we had all this promise, all these third parties talking about it.
And then our hearts were broken.
Yeah, and then like a week later, it was just all shattered. But what's really surprising is, like, EA were on board with the Wii U, and then they just hated it. They just abandoned it pretty much instantly. But now they're back on board again, which is quite surprising. Like, so it kind of gives a little bit of an insight.
I mean,
maybe they
everything seems amazing before launch, though. Let's be fair.
It is easy to like hide stuff, and I don't know. Two things I will say about third-party support is, I mean, it's a hit or miss for me, because there are a lot of companies on here that are credible companies that I don't think would support this console if it wasn't powerful enough to run their hardware. Companies like From Software or Bethesda. Another thing though is, as we've seen in the Switch trailer, is Bethesda has Skyrim Remastered coming to the Switch, which is great. It's cool. I like Skyrim.
I still don't understand how people are like, it's not confirmed.
Yes, it was in the trailer, exactly. Yeah. Like, another thing to consider though too is, I said this when we were streaming the last time, is like with the Wii, there was a lot of third-party support on the Wii. As much as people don't remember, there was a lot of third-party support on the Wii. Yeah.
Mainly for families, wasn't it?
Yes, it was mainly for families. But the issue is there were a lot of games that were released on the PS3 and the 360 that were released on the Wii. For example, all of the Call of Duty games that were poorly optimized for the Wii, that run terribly on the Wii, look terrible on the Wii. So I'm just saying...
I still played them because I was a stupid fucking kid.
I mean, the Wii was awesome back then. But all I'm getting at, though, is... I mean, it is cool we have all this third-party support. It is cool that Skyrim Remastered might be coming to the Switch, but let's not get our hopes up yet, because it could end up being poorly optimized and having terrible frame rates, and that's all I wanted to say.
I like how we're hoping and cheering for Nintendo to be just on par with the other companies.
It's our fantasy.
Like just having other people making games for the system.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hopes and dreams, guys.
Yes. There is some dope third-party support though. Some like dope third-party support that gets me
I'm really
stoked
excited.
on it.
Like going back to Dark Souls, like From Software being a partner is what seals the deal for me. I'm really on board with that. It's
Even the quantity, I think, is what, like even twice or three times what the Wii U had, or what they showed for the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
So at least that is more promising, but you know, it's all speculation.
Yeah, absolutely.
But one thing we should consider is the price of the Switch. Is it going to be super expensive for its like power and all that shit, or is it going to be, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, we will see. I think I read that this was just obviously rumors, but I read that like a standard edition of the console where it just comes with the Switch, maybe a Pro controller, I don't know, was going to retail for like $250, and then they might release a Super Mario Switch edition or something like that that'll be a little bit more, but that's just rumors. Like what personally, like I would say just a nice $250 to $300 would be a good price, but what are you guys thinking?
I'm just picturing like a Switch with like red Mario colors with like the Joy-Cons or Switch blades or whatever they're called.
Dude,
like,
that'd be
red
so cool.
Colored and stuff.
That'd be so
like
cool.
Wii remotes.
That'd be so
Sorry,
sweet.
go ahead, Harvey.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
whatever.
He's got in the way there. I'm sorry.
It's happening again. Basically, well, it needs to price itself so it's like a direct competitor with the PS4 and the Xbox. Like in the UK right now, I think it's about £250 for a 500 gigabyte PS4 or Xbox One.
Yep. Which is
so
great, by the way.
Yeah, that's really good. So it needs to be around that mark, and I'd be happy if it was, because even right now the Wii U is still selling for about that much. It really shouldn't be.
I bought my Wii U for like $250 like a month ago.
What's the deal with the Wii U's like pricing and sales and stuff? I haven't seen the Wii U on sale.
Yes.
At
Nintendo,
all.
can I say, like, that Nintendo is really, like, one thing I'd like for them to fix with the Switch is that kind of thing, because Nintendo's really bad for that. Like, most Wii U games have not really gone down in value at all. Like, games like Smash.
3DS games, too.
Yeah.
Like, all still $60.
It really frustrates me when, like, The Witcher 3 is sold for, like, $30 now, and it's Game of the Year last year, a AAA title, but a game like Smash Bros., which is fantastic, I love Smash Bros., that was released, like, how long ago? Like, 3 years now? Like, 3 years ago now?
2014?
Yeah.
Like 2.5 years,
It's still retailed for almost, like, $60 to $70 in Canada, which I understand, but Nintendo needs to get the stick out of their ass with that kind of stuff, because it's very frustrating. Like, I don't see why a used Wii U game that's, like, 3 years old is still being sold for $50+. It's very frustrating for me.
That might be one of their, like, a marketing strategy that might help them as well, because like if they would just get off their fucking high horse and stuff and realize that not everyone's able to pay $60 for every single fucking game, they might actually sell some games for their damn consoles. Come on.
They did release those Nintendo Selects for the Wii U, which did bring it down in price quite a lot.
They're
but still,
they're $30, which is still okay, and there is some really good titles in there. But sorry, go on, Harvey.
I'm just saying, but still, you just get loads of titles, like even Pokemon games from the DS era, like Pokemon Heart Gold. I think you can sell it for about £70 now.
I will say though, that's not Nintendo though. That's just the collector's scene. Like I don't think Nintendo's actually selling it for that much.
It's like it's
strange. But all I'm saying though, that's not Nintendo's fault. That's just collector's value. You know what I mean? That's just it being really sought after. So that I will say that's not on Nintendo's end. That is still super ridiculous, but. Yeah.
Can we still blame it on Nintendo?
Fuck Nintendo! Fuck them Nintendo Wii's.
We always say fuck Nintendo. We love Nintendo, but we also hate Nintendo because
we do.
Fuck Nintendo.
We have a bipolar relationship.
It's an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Jesus.
One day we love Nintendo. We're telling you guys how much we love Nintendo, and then the next it's like just
next podcast we're like
fuck Nintendo.
Fuck you guys. Going back to what you said before, Harves, about the was it the selects of the Wii U titles, which were cheaper? Yeah. How recent was that? How, like, was that last month or something?
Maybe because I think it was quite a while ago.
It's like the end of the Wii U. Oh, is it? Okay, because I was just gonna say.
No, maybe like four or 5 months ago. I'm not entirely sure, but it's at the end of its life.
It's still like near the end of the Wii U's lifespan. Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like really?
Yeah.
How many years into this is?
going back to the Switch and its the price range. What do you think? Will they be releasing different sort of editions regarding like internal memory, like the PlayStation does? You know, like you have the 500 gigabyte model.
I swear to God, if they have one which is just like 15 gigabytes, come on,
they're gonna do it.
I will say though, guys, I will say, like, obviously it'll be ridiculous if it only has like 15 gigabytes, but keep in mind it is cartridge based, right? Like, a lot of storage would be on cartridges. I'm assuming, like, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know if your save files are gonna be saved to the cartridges. Yeah, I mean, even you're right. With even like digitally downloaded games, 15 gigabytes isn't enough. But I don't think though that they'll release like upon release, like on like launch. I don't think they'll release multiple storage units of it. Personally, I don't think so. I think they'll release like a standard unit and then a bundled unit. Maybe the bundled unit will have more memory, but I think they'll release like a base memory upon launch.
Did the Wii U did that?
The Wii U,
the white and black one, but
white was like 16 gigabytes, the black one was 32.
Exactly.
And to be honest, I haven't actually filled it yet.
Yeah, me either.
That's because I don't play it.
Yeah, me either. The other day when we played Mario Kart was like the first time I turned my Wii U on in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So rest in peace.
Speaking of Mario Kart, we saw Mario Kart in the launch trailer.
That segue. Yeah.
That's sweet segue.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Mario Kart 8, it was a different game.
Yeah.
Different Mario Kart game.
We know this. Why do we know this? I swear there was a racer that isn't in regular Mario Kart 8.
There's King Boo, and it was slightly different. I think the placings look slightly different, but it was on a Mario Kart 8 track, I swear.
Yeah.
It was on Yoshi's Circuit.
You could carry 2 items at the same time, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
honestly,
what's going
like,
on, guys?
I will say,
what is
like,
this?
it is safe to think, like, that's maybe, like, a ported version of Mario Kart 8 or an enhanced version of it. But, I mean, I do think it is also kind of safe to assume that it might be a new Mario Kart game. Like, it is possible to assume that. Like, when was Mario Kart 8 released? Like, that was released, like, 2-3 years ago now, right? I could be wrong.
2014, I think.
Yeah, so that's how long
15.
ago? Let's do math, boys. That's 3 years ago.
That's so funny.
That's 3 years ago.
If they pulled that like Mario Kart 8 Game of the Year edition or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
So funny.
What I read though is that they're gonna be bringing over Mario Kart 8, Smash Bros, Splatoon, and I think you said what was it, Rob? Xenoblade Chronicles X. Really good game, by the way. Yeah, that they're going to be porting those over to the Switch as director's cuts or something like that.
Will they be launch titles? Because they need to be.
I think they should be launch titles, and they should also be sold for like $30 fucking, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just saying. I bought those games already. And I don't want to. I'll buy them again, but if they're for a reasonable price.
It could be one of the techniques to like get back that audience they lost, because the Wii U sold like what 10 million units. So putting some of the Wii U's best games on the Switch could attract those people who like didn't get into the Wii U and stuff. But,
exactly.
like,
especially like Smash Bros, which still has an extremely thriving community, right? So yeah, especially Smash Bros. And plus, it'll give people who skipped out on the Wii U a chance to play a game like Xenoblade Chronicles X. That a lot of people, a lot of people played it, but a lot of people missed out on it because they don't have a Wii U. Because who wants to buy a Wii U, right? So
because games only have so much potential for sales on the Wii U.
That is true.
Even a game like Smash Bros.
That is true.
But I also heard that GameCube Virtual Console support will be a launch feature.
Please.
It was actually a pretty trusted article because the sources were from trusted sources, which it was on a Eurogamer actually, and they found out stuff from these sources before, which proved to be right. And they said that Animal Crossing would come over, and that would be amazing.
That'd be so cool.
Yes.
Imagine if they could
to bring on the move.
Imagine if they. Oh, that'd be amazing to bring on the move. Imagine if they even, like, you're talking about obviously GameCube Animal Crossing, right? Imagine if they somehow put in some sort of online support for that. I know that's ridiculous, but imagine if they could do that. That'd be sweet, because online Animal Crossing is the best Animal Crossing.
Amiibo Festival Switch edition.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually a really good topic right there, though. I wonder how Amiibos are going to work with this thing. Are Amiibos
in the trailer?
Yeah, are Amiibos even going to be a thing with the Switch? Like, how would they do
definitely
that?
are.
Oh, they
Because
absolutely will.
Yeah.
It's already been confirmed in Breath of the Wild. If you use the Wolf Link amiibo, Wolf Link appears in the game. So
Just ditch the amiibos, like, it's all good.
How
Just
is it-
for Wii U, man.
I mean, it is completely touchscreen, so maybe you could just put it anywhere on the screen.
it's not a touchscreen. It's not confirmed to be a touchscreen yet.
Yeah,
I think, isn't it? I swear it's confirmed
it's
to
not
be touchscreen.
confirmed, but it'll probably be one. But
Yeah.
it's hard to say at the moment.
Hey, I'm not going to argue, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it was confirmed. But hey,
I think
it might not be
everything we're
confirmed.
reading is just rumors.
Yeah, good point.
We're not sure. We're not sure what we're reading
I
right now.
think it'd be a really good move if they made it touchscreen, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
I
it
think
will.
it should be because everything's
Nintendo?
touchscreen these days.
I read somewhere that the Switch makes you breakfast and stuff as well.
Dude, Rob, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's confirmed
really
as well.
cool.
Make me a nice cup of coffee and a nice, some bacon and eggs. That'd be dope.
Some nice Skyrim and Dark Souls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Pretty good. Looking forward to it. Good job, Nintendo.
Proud of
Really
you quickly though, like one thing I love about the Switch is the kickstand that it has. I think that is such a nice
That
touch.
looks so fucking.
I mean, could we actually talk about the design of the Switch? Possibly, could we do that? Are you guys up for that? Because I think,
I just want to say I want to go on a plane so I can like pull out a Switch. And
be like, look at me.
Oh, look at me. Play my Skyrim on the plane.
I don't care where I'm going. I'm playing.
Reading your books and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the design they're going for with this, with the Joy-Cons and the base unit and the dock and stuff. One cool thing I was reading an article about. I didn't really read an article. I'm lying. Snoop told me about it. Shout out to Snoop.
Snoop read an article about it.
By the way, I don't think we addressed that Snoop and Zen aren't here. Well, but guys, Snoop and Zen,
they
they're not.
left one up.
They're not here. They're they died or something.
Rest in peace.
We love them though. We love them though.
They've gone to China.
Yeah,
Hashtag
China.
we love you.
China.
Harvey, come on.
China.
There we go. Thank you. Okay, so one thing
sorry,
I've
guys.
seen
Carry on.
is they could do this thing where they release exclusive Joy-Cons for games, okay? So I seen this thing where it was like, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Where, for example, Yokai Watch. I don't really like that series, but it's there. They could release a special Joy-Con for Yokai Watch that has specific buttons that are for Yokai Watch. Or if they were to release like a fishing game, they could have a fishing Joy-Con. Like I seen this thing where there's just so many different ideas that they could do with the Joy-Con and make exclusive Joy-Cons for exclusive games, which is kind of gimmicky, but.
This could turn into a Wii situation because how many different like unique things for the Wii remote were there for like this fishing game which was bundled with this controller which made it like $60
No,
more
you're
than it
right.
needed
That's
to
a
be
really
for
good
shitty
point.
game.
Or that
thing is,
stupid shooter thing you
So
use
knowing
for the Call
Nintendo,
of Duty
it'd be
games.
fucking expensive.
Instead of like exclusive Joy-Cons for certain games, you could have like it makes it so you can customize your own Switch in the way you want to. So there'll be like loads of different color Joy-Cons and all that sort of shit, so you can have your own personal, unique Switch.
It works as a toaster and then it cooks you eggs and then like pours out the coffee. And, it's pretty good.
It's pretty
No lie.
dope.
That's pretty good.
I will say its design is
Smart.
sleek look. It's so fucking good.
sexy.
It looks so nice. It's just appealing to look at. I can't even describe it.
It's a
It
very
looks
nice
like
looking.
a toaster, but like a nice toaster. I don't know. How do I describe? Help me.
Like one of those like $150 toasters you'd get at like IKEA. It's like super expensive and high end, and it's like
designer toaster.
a designer toaster. Like
And when you cook
Jay-Z,
your toast, you just put it down, you
Jay-Z
just
would
stand
have
there.
this toaster in his kitchen. Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if it is a toaster as well, though.
That's not gonna lie. I'll be pretty happy with that.
Also including toaster support. That'd be dope. That'd be
My
dope.
body is ready for Switch toaster controls.
My toaster is ready.
I will
Switch is
say
ready.
my Switch is ready.
Reggie's
Switch. It
voice.
turns to a fucking toaster.
That's what the Switch is. It's not talking about switching between handheld and home console. It's talking about switching between game console and toaster.
It's not really- the next
Revolutionizing the way you
console
make
is like
breakfast.
Now I want toast,
like a
guys.
kettle and shit.
You guys want to go get some
They just
toast?
slowly start releasing like kitchenware and shit as their console.
The Nintendo fridge.
Nintendo kettle. I wouldn't even be angry. I'm not even lying.
I will say, I do think the design concept they're going for is super appealing and smart. I will say, to someone who isn't super into Nintendo, all my friends that aren't into Nintendo are totally interested in the Switch now. Like, I have a friend who's super next gen, talks crap about Nintendo, makes fun of me for liking Nintendo. Luke, I'm talking about you, but he's actually excited for the Switch.
Were you doing Soldier Boy?
I like I was enjoying my
Soldier Boy and
Sorry, Corey. Go on.
I was just saying it appeals to people that aren't super into Nintendo because it just
like
looks
how they're directing it at the more mature actual gamers and shit, not your grandma and your 5-year-old sister and shit.
In the trailer, it was all the people playing it were like people in their 20s, well, late teens, 20s, and early 30s sort of thing. So it's us, you guys. It's the generation that grew up with Nintendo, kind of were abandoned by Nintendo, and now they want us back. And
come back to us.
And I'm
Baby,
coming
come back to me.
Yeah, target us, guys, because we spend all our money on you, so might as well. Opposed to getting some kid to get his parents to buy stuff, which we'll buy as well.
Yeah. What about that Pro controller? I think the new Pro controller looks pretty darn sexy. I like it.
It looks pretty good.
Looks pretty
good.
Pretty good.
Hey.
But no, all of it looks
I'm just happy
good.
about no Wii remotes and stuff.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh yeah, no Wii remotes. I mean, the Joy-Con, like, I don't know. It's not motion control, so actually, never mind. I was gonna say the Joy-Con could be replacing the Wiimote. Who knows? But I don't think there's motion control. So, yeah. But it is it's pretty cool.
Sorry. Go on, Corey.
No, you
finish your sentence.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Will it be a launch title?
Oh shit! We haven't even fucking talked about it.
Will it be a launch title? Yes or no?
There's so many conflicting rumors. I don't even know.
Fuck off.
I love Zelda. I was just kidding. Sorry,
Zelda,
but go ahead, Rob.
Die.
No, I have a feeling that it won't be.
I don't think it will be either.
I think it will, but we'll have to wait and see.
But Nintendo, remember?
I mean, I think it'll be released like a month or two after the Switch is released. Like, I think it'll be released shortly after.
They need it to be a launch title. If it is that, it just fixes everything.
Yeah.
People will buy the system, definitely, if it's a launch title. It needs to be.
I mean, it
makes sense for it to be pushed back again, because even the business side of things, it's just well, we can't delay it again because we don't want our company to fucking fail. So, we're putting this out here if it's finished or not. So,
when was it meant to be coming out? 2014 or was it 2015?
1987, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. 1987, summer of 1987. It's
exactly,
yeah. I mean, it is most anticipated game of 2017. It won the award
of every single year.
Yeah. So
it's anticipated game of every year.
I mean, I have high hopes for Breath of the Wild. I think it'll be a great game by the looks of it. Will it be a launch title? I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see, guys. If it's not, it better be for a good reason. It better be because they want to refine the game. They want to polish it more. But I honestly, I will say, it is a really smart move to have it as a launch title and have it as a launch bundle, because sales will be insane if they release that as a launch bundle.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. But I do think the Switch could totally survive without it being a launch title. I personally think it could totally do good upon release.
Oh yeah, it will still do well.
So
it do better with Zeldas though. So.
Zeldos. I'm gonna stop talking now. So everything we have talked about, obviously, is our kind of just hopes and dreams for the console. We don't really know anything, but we'll find out next Friday/Thursday. Shall we wrap it up, guys? Shall we?
I think that's a good point.
Let's wrap it up and put it under the tree.
Yeah. So
Christmas is last year.
Yeah.
Move on.
I think
Christmas is gone. Let's move on.
We can all agree we're all pretty excited.
I'm super excited.
I hope it is Nintendo's proper comeback. I really do, and I think it has so much potential. They've got all this support. Breath of the Wild coming. I think Nintendo can do it, and I believe in them this time.
believe in
I'm
them.
going to do it, and
Don't
I'm
let us
pre-ordering
down,
it as soon as it's available.
Yep, same.
As soon as it's available, I'm getting
Same,
it. So
pre-ordering it. Don't let us down, Nintendo. I mean, we're all rooting for you. We love you. It's just things haven't been going
This is
very
your
good.
last chance.
This is honestly, I really do
this
think
is your last chance.
this is your last chance, Nintendo. So just
If not, fuck
it.
off to iPhone and make
Just
more
do it!
Run and all that.
yeah.
But yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
I'm Harvesquire. I'm pretty cool.
I'm that Corey guy.
I'm pretty cool.
I'm in a house.
And I'm seeing you in the
I'm
next
Rob.
podcast.
Rob, are you
I'm Rob
Rob?
Davis.
Are you rotten?
Rob.
I have a question
Rob.
for you.
No, you're not.
Rob, are you rotten? All right, let's end the fucking podcast. I ruined our perfect ending. It's over. It's over.
Ron Weasley.
Follow my moves and sneak around.
All right, guys,
About
we'll
to
see
be
you on the
okay.
next One Up podcast. Have a wonderful day. Ooh.
Goodbye.
See ya.